So guys, this is my very first time of moving home since the day I relocated from Ghana to London. This being my very first time, the moving almost became a nightmare. But I was able to overturn it to be a smooth one. To be honest, I had friends who kept telling me, Fifi, this is going to be stressful. I even had a friend who said he ended up at the hospital because of the stress that comes with it. So I'm here to share some wonderful tips that I used with my moving. So guys, the first tip for you is to change your mindset about moving. I know moving comes with the stress in parking and unparking, but in life and in every situation, there's a silver lining, meaning there's an advantage that comes from a difficult moment. Like for me, I've always dreamt of having a studio where I can have other content creators come in and we can connect to create content. So this move made me achieve my dream, that I was able to get a bigger space that I also used it for my studio. So I used this move in making my dream a reality. So guys, this is an opportunity to declutter your possession. So it's time to get your bin bars and charity boxes. You don't want to bring those things that you don't need into your new home. So it's time to get rid of them. Yes, it will be so much stress to be going into your boxes and be throwing things that you don't need into your new home. Your new home needs stuff that you really need. So it's an opportunity to declutter your old home. So one tip that I used was I did not compromise on removals. Yes, I know my strength. There are different removal options depending on your budget and how much stuff you need to transport. So you can opt for the parking service or simply get people to help you load and unload the furniture. I would advise that you have to look at reviews of these removal companies because some of them have a lot of rules and regulation that comes with the moving. So I had a company that, for instance, I used that. It was much easier on their rules and regulations. So I did not have the stress in disassembling most of my stuff. I was able to push a lot of things in at once. Yeah. Another tip I use is I started packing early. Many people put off packing as they can't face such a mammoth task. I would advise to break it down into achievable parts and it will seem a lot less daunting. Personally, I always try doing a box or two after I had come back from work. And within the 2 months until I had moved to my new home, I was almost done with all my packing. Alternatively, if you are rich, you can pay extra and get removals company to do all for you. They can sweep the entire content of your house into boxes in a matter of hours. Another tip I used was to label boxes and keep a list of what's in it. So many people forget to put the labels on more than one side so that they can see or know what's in it when they are piled high. If you are really organized like how I am, make an inventory of what is in each boxes, especially some items going into storage. For instance, you have boxes in the kitchen and for instance you are looking for a frying pan. You don't have to end up opening all the boxes to look for those frying pans. So to look for that frying pan, so making an inventory will help you know which box that frying pan is in it. One tip I used was to keep my wires organized. I do have a lot of gadgets. Save yourself from the hassle when moving if you have a multitude of wires going into one device. Use sticky colored labels or number each part to match one end to the other. Spend time organizing and winding up wires neatly before you move. You will thank me later because it will save you the time of trying to sort which one to fit the other. So one tip that I used was I had an essential bag or box. I packed like 2 weeks of my clothing or a month for work. I also packed my burdens here because after my first move, I will need to sleep. towels, toiletries, and some biscuits and what do you call it, tea, because after the move you might need some cup of tea to drink, to keep you more relaxed. You can also in your what do you call it, essential bag, you can also keep your remote controls, phones, phone chargers, and any other essential items like your valuable things that you think you might lose them. So I would advise that you have an essential bag or box that you can keep these things in it. So another tip that I used was the very first day I got the keys to my new house, I went over to create a room plan for my new home. So it's advisable to draw up a sketch of where furniture will be placed in each room. You can always move it again, but it will save you time deliberating on the day and keeps the removals company happier. Label furniture according to your room plan. Print out and dish out copies of your room plan to the removers. So guys, bags are just as good as boxes. So if you have a lot of bags, you don't have to go buying a lot of boxes for moving. But bags also are pretty good for any odds and source. Talk about having a lot of clothes. Zip laundry bags are good for moving linens, clothing, coats, shoes, and other non-breakable things. So make use of the bags that you have in your home to use it for your moving. The last tip is, guys, make your bed as soon as possible. Make a note of where your sheets and beddings have been packed. As I said, have an essential box and put them onto your mattress when you first arrive at your new home, because you appreciate it at the end of the day when you don't have to do that one more thing before you can sleep. And relax and enjoy your new home. There's plenty of time to unpack, so rest, guys. So guys, these are the tips that I use in moving my home. Don't forget, have a positive mindset when moving. If you have any other tips, you can leave your tip in the comment section. And remember to subscribe. You can share this to a family or friend who is also moving or intend to move. It's nice to be important, but very, very important to be nice. And thanks for watching.